What's your relationship with accountability? If you've ever been afraid to tell people your goals and dreams because you're afraid of being held accountable for them and maybe disappointing people or yourself if you're not able to do them, it could mean that your relationship with accountability is broken. Accountability should never make you feel afraid to tell people your goals and dreams. It should never make you afraid to take action on something new. And it should never make you afraid to fail. A lot of times when we hear about accountability, it's in the news where someone has really messed up and they need to be held accountable for their actions. So it's no wonder that a lot of us have a relationship with accountability that feels really anxiety ridden, like we're about to be punished or people are waiting for us to mess up so that they can shame us. But if you do accountability the right way, you'll have at your disposal one of the most powerful tools for getting things done. So, how do you do it the right way? The first is just defining it properly. So, the word accountable simply means able to be counted. So, when you're being accountable, all that means is just bringing into the light all the things that you've done and haven't done so that you can count them. It doesn't mean that you have to have done everything perfectly. In fact, accountability works better if you don't. Because when you see what you haven't done, you get to then get curious about why. What got in the way? How might I prevent whatever barriers that happened last time from happening this time? So, accountability at its core is a non judgmental activity. It's simply taking count of what you've done and haven't done so that you can see the reality of where you are. That helps you make clear decisions about what to do next. If you start to judge yourself and get hard on yourself for what you haven't done, that's not part of accountability. That's part of our own conditioning and fear of failure and all of that coming up. And when you try to make decisions from that place, it can be difficult to have a realistic sense of your timeline. So, the first way to do accountability right is to remove any and all judgment from accountability. When you do accountability this way, which is just about taking count of what you've done and haven't done, having accountability buddies becomes a fun, collaborative problem solving activity because you get to take count with each other what was done and not done. And then you get to help each other think through strategies for how to overcome the barriers that came up for you when you weren't able to do the things that you said you would do. So, accountability is simply about gaining awareness of where you are so that you can make a better decision about what to do next.